Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of the FPL Affairs podcast, the podcast that strips back and lays bare our season-long love affair with FPL. In this video, Dove and myself review our free hit Gameweek 13 teams. Did they match each other? How different were they? We shall see. And the FPL Affairs Lion sees whether he can continue his hot streak of 5 green arrows. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for all of our content, and hit that bell to be notified each time we release something new. Anyway, enough of my small talk. Let's get cracking.
And there's Mo Salah. There goes Haaland. He's on his way again. He's hungry. He scored. Ice cold precision from Palmer. Ayo Saka. That is a diamond of a goal.
Move the camera. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to our Game Week 13 review, aka Unwrapped, with me, Matt, aka the FPL Affairs Magpie, and alongside me, as always, Boss Man Lewis, aka the FPL Affairs Lion, and Mohammed, the FPL Affairs Dove. I would first like to apologise to both of you in particular, and then also to those people wondering what happened last week. Numpty brain me forgot to unpause recording when I was started sharing the slides. So, ow, that was a bit hard actually. Sorry if the smack as well. I'm going to need to stop saying sorry for saying sorry's sake. So yeah, we did a great recording on Friday about Mohammed and myself doing activating free hit. I almost said wildcards then, activating free hits. And I'm waffling too much. How are you, gentlemen?
Yeah, all good. I know that you guys both ended up free hitting. I obviously didn't because I used it earlier in the season. But yeah, we'll get into it and see how you guys did.
I feel absolutely cracking.
Yeah.
Is this the episode when either myself or Mohammed or both of us gloat for using the free hit chip? We shall have to see. But
And did I did I achieve my target? We shall see.
finding out
Yes.
imminently. Right. Let's get the teams.
Okay.
Right. As you can see from the thumbnail, two of the highest scorers at the weekend, individuals with double-digit hauls, I've included. So with Phil Foden and Cody Gakpo, the question will be, did either of us, in terms of Mohammed and myself free hitting, have them in our sides? But first, on a serious note, is last week on Thursday was the 14th anniversary of the passing of Gary Speed, and there was a shared with him being an ex-Everton player and Newcastle player. There was lots of mutual respect shown on and around the fixture on Sunday. So, yep, from the 8th of September 1969 to the 27th of November 2011, always and wholeheartedly, and I'll say this, one of my many stories of Gary Speed, but always in our thoughts, our hearts, legend of the game, a true Geordie legend, gone but never forgotten, and very influential in how Wales turned it around. And I remember my football trial at university. I wore a Newcastle Gary Speed shirt, the black one, which is actually he was wearing in this image, and I impressed in the trial, thankfully, and I wasn't known by my name from that point. My whole time throughout uni, I was nicknamed Speedy because of that
Really?
shirt.
Pretty mad.
Yeah, so
Were you fast or
left-footed, fast.
Fast?
So yeah,
Oh, that's
Okay. Yeah,
a lovely memory.
I
yeah,
can't believe it's been 14 years. Like I remember, I think I was at like Tesco car park or something. I remember just seeing that because he was manager of Wales at the time, was he, or something?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so that and there wasn't any kind of like, he didn't have any history of being depressed or like it just came so out of the blue, didn't it? I remember
yeah,
and I remember being in shock about it at the time because yeah, as a young kid, I remember him playing in lots of Premier League games and then he went on to be a manager and he was like a nice guy and he was
mm,
doing quite well with Wales and yeah, that just shows you, even people you wouldn't even think are struggling, anyone can be, can't they?
mm.
So yeah, good good tribute, mate.
Did Mohammed, are you aware much of Gary Speed, thinking about your age and also from your whereabouts in the world?
Well, I mean, I know he is quite a legend for some team, definitely Newcastle and Leeds, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he's a good
Yeah.
player. I mean, he's a manager in Wales, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was the
Uh,
Welsh international manager when he died. Um,
I know because his name are quite unique, Speed. So yeah, I know a
Yeah.
little bit about him. So and then yeah, his dad is quite shocking to the football community, and I could
Yeah.
see from both of you how meaningful he is in your life, and definitely truly a legend of the game.
Yeah. He
yeah,
must have had a lot of appearances, like Premier League
yeah,
over I
Yeah,
don't know,
he had a
500,
lot.
400.
his career primarily Leeds, Newcastle, Everton,
I mean,
Yeah.
he got
um,
over 200
Bolton.
appearances for both Leeds and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot of games.
Everton was in between. I said it in the wrong order.
And the appearance between.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Right. Moving on to Mohammed. Talk us through your free hit.
Straight into the
Okay.
big dogs.
Mm,
What a game week it was, and very, very good selection from my team. A lot of thinking, and finally the fruits are there. Uh, Basically, I attacked the three teams that have the highest potential of getting a clean sheet, mainly Aston Villa, Brentford, and Manchester City. I go with Martinez, 7 point a clean sheet and safe bonus point. Nico already didn't get the clean sheet, but fortunately he got the assist. I was thinking between O'Reilly and Vardyol. Obviously, Vardyol got the goal, but I mean it's not much difference, so I take the 4 points. Van der Berg sadly let in a goal. I picked Van der Berg thinking that he might have the potential of getting a death con, but he only got 8. Collins, on the other hand, got 22 DEFCON. It's absolutely monstrous.
Mm.
And I mean, the biggest decision is that whether I want to include Liverpool asset, and I finally put in Virgil van Dijk because I'm a Liverpool supporter and I was hoping that Liverpool will turn around, and they did. Good performance from Liverpool. Van Dijk got the clean sheet, almost got a 2 bonus point before Gakpo's scoring a goal. So, but he still ended up with a 6 point, a clean sheet point there. So, I'm happy about it. And Rogers, 3 points, quite disappointing. Only 0 point. I mean, like 0.2 expected goal involvement. Not too much involved in that game. Only got 3 points. It was frustrating because I was thinking of getting Gakpo instead of Rogers, but feel like two Liverpool is maybe too optimistic. So I went in with Rogers, who obviously have a great fixture, but it didn't turn out well, but it's all right. Schade also, I mean, in that game, Brentford has like 3.06 expected goal, and Schade, on the other hand, have only 0.12 expected goal involvement. Very disappointing. And Dango completely flew over my head. I forgot to actually think about him too. And obviously, he got a goal. But other than that, good performance from my team. Bruno Fernandes getting 2 assists. I mean, let's talk about people are not confident with Manchester United, but somehow I could feel that Bruno points are coming, and he ended up getting 2 assists for 11 points. Saka then, I also got an assist, 5 point, almost got a goal. A very good shot saved by Sanchez, 5 points. And also another talking point is that I was thinking between getting Doku or Foden. Obviously Doku is more like a high ceiling, but I mean Foden, I know he only got 1 assist in his last 9 Premier League game, but he got good stats every game and he plays almost 90 minutes. So that's why I picked him. And
Was
yep,
that a
I talk
close
about that.
was it a close decision for you between Foden and Doku? Like 50-50 or 60-40?
I think it's more of 70% because I was set
Yeah.
on getting Foden because of his minutes. And I looking at his stat, I believe that his return will come. And I hope he will return this game week and he end up scoring 2 goals, which
Yeah.
I'm
We
absolutely
we were
happy about.
saying the other night, like he's an explosive player, so he
Yeah.
can in any he's a perfect free hit player because
Yes.
they have a good fixture. If he's gonna play, he's a great pick because he can go off, he can get 2-3 goals in one game. If you're looking to buy somebody, Foden, I think he's less appealing to have like long term because of
I mean,
rotation and yeah,
it's not just this season. I mean, if you look at the past season, Foden is kind of player that he will explode one game week and then he will have a run of blank and then
right,
he will
yeah, yeah.
explode. Yeah, he's that kind of
Exactly,
player.
yeah. Exactly. So if you have him at the right times, perfect. If you have him at the
That's
wrong times, very frustrating, yeah.
very frustrating indeed.
Mm.
And going to my forward line, Thiago again performing well, 30 points. The most disappointing one is obviously Haaland, only 2 points. And what's most shocking is that his expected goal difference is only 0.14. I mean, I have a small thought of thinking of captaining Thiago or Foden, but obviously it's Haaland. You don't want to go against him, especially with home fixture against Leeds. But it's okay. Not too much damage done because everyone captained him.
Yeah.
So
There was a lot of triple captains as well, wasn't there? So
yeah,
you had to
yeah,
just
yeah. For those who
protect
didn't,
yourself.
yeah, for those who didn't captain him against again Bournemouth, if I'm not mistaken,
Hmm.
yeah, they will get triple captain him. I mean, obviously Matt thinking of triple captain in Haaland this game week, but he go with free hit, luckily. So yeah, I talked about before, like in game week 8 that I set a target that I will achieve top 100K in game week 13. But then I got 3 consecutive red arrow. In game week 12, I was 400K rank, and I thought
Yeah.
that maybe I'm not gonna get the target on time. But what a game week it was, and just
Wow.
just at the hell leg, I managed to break that top
Yeah, yeah.
100K, 99K rank. What a performance it was! 73 points, 30 points above safety,
Wow.
300K jump.
What a jump that is from 408 into top 100K.
Just by the, but I'll take it. I was absolutely
Did this one good week make up for all of these bad weeks you had in the last few weeks? Has this made up for it? Yeah.
yeah,
This
he's definitely
this
made it up for it. I mean, obviously, he has been 3 frustrating game weeks. I mean, I tried to remain calm, try to remain patient, and obviously,
yeah.
it's a free game week. Think about it for long, and I'm so glad,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, I got the result that I
Hmm.
wanted. And for my next target, inshallah, I will
Hmm.
want to achieve that top 10,000 ahead of game week 26.
Okay. Do you have any chips left, Mohammed, or was that your
Yes,
last one?
I still have bench boost.
Okay. Yeah. So do I. What week are you looking at using bench boost?
I mean,
Or have you
like,
not looked
like
yet?
like like for the first few seasons, I definitely do not have any plans for bench boost. It's just like that things look nice. I
Whenever.
will, yeah, whenever,
Okay.
because I kind of feel like bench boost is like it doesn't actually give you a lot of point, and it kind of ruin your team structure. You have to
Yeah.
adjust your pass to your bench. So I just let it just slide spontaneous addition.
Yeah.
If I want to
Just
see,
use it on at least because it's single game weeks as well. It's not going to be a massive score anyway. So like you said,
yes,
if it just falls one week where you look at your bench and go, actually, there's two or three good matches there, I'll just take a gamble. And I mean, I would say that, I mean, normally you want like 15 points from a bench boost, but I think given the single game week circumstance
yeah,
this season, I think maybe
points.
less. Yeah, like if you get 12 points from it, like that's fine, really.
So, fab job, sir.
Well done, Mohammed. And he's back top of the admin league.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got your praise, Lewis.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've have I been top? No, I've just been like second and third, and then Wayne was top, and now you've overtaken both of us. So yeah,
And then the three of you were about 40 odd points before
Yeah,
the
to
next
Kieran.
cluster of us. And then
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
like about five or
that's
six of us that are split by 12 points.
plenty of time though.
Yeah, hopefully. Right. Lewis, moving on to yours. What changes did you make? First of all, transfers.
Yeah, so when the news dropped that Cunha wasn't going to play again, I was a bit angry. I was a bit annoyed. And that kind of changed my plans really. So what I decided to do was just bench him again, knowing that he would be back for West Ham. But it left me with Josh King in the starting 11, Anderson in the Joachim Anderson in the starting 11, knowing he was away at Spurs and wasn't expecting them to keep a clean sheet. I sold Anderson, King, and Declan Rice. I sold Declan Rice because we had Chelsea away, and I thought that's a tough game. He also played 90 minutes against Bayern Munich and 90 minutes against Spurs, and I have a feeling he might get rested for Brentford on Wednesday. So I decided to take a -8, taking out King, Anderson, and Rice, and I brought in the two Villa midfielders, which was Rodgers and Marlon, and O'Reilly at the back. So unfortunately, that hit of -8 that I took didn't pay off because Josh King ended up getting an assist. Anderson got DEFCON. It wasn't a massive. I lost like 6 or 7 points, I think. So I took a gamble. I really needed Rodgers or Marlon to score against Wolves. If one of them would have scored or got an assist, it would have paid for the hit. Um, and the reason I decided to go with the hit as well was that I was quite convinced that Marlon was going to start up front again. He started number 9 in the week. He scored 2 goals and he got taken off after
yeah,
1 hour. And I just thought that looks like he's primed to start again up front against Wolves. But obviously, Wolves must have defended quite well. Marlon actually had good XGI. I think he was over 0.5 XGI for the time he was on the pitch. So he was obviously, in and around the chances. He just didn't manage to get a return. Wolves defended quite well and he came off. So yeah, but to go through the team, Raya got 3 points, no clean sheet, but a save point. He also, having seen the offside, I know it's contentious, but Chelsea had obviously one goal from a corner, which could could well have been ruled offside. And I think Raya would have gone on to get at least a clean sheet and with maybe some bonus if that would have been the case. But yeah, Raya 3 points, Van der Ven awful 0, Mukiele conceded 3 at home, so he got 0. Oh, Nico O'Reilly 4 points. Esteve came off my bench for Salah, so Salah didn't even come on the pitch for
yeah.
Liverpool.
I mean, one thing about Salah is that I was thinking about bringing. I mean, obviously, most of the free hit team have
Yeah,
Salah, but
yeah,
I mean, with Liverpool form, I don't believe in him. I prefer to
yeah,
spread my funds with Saka and Bruno. And one thing about Salah is that before the deadline, I was having a discussion with my father, who is obviously the lifelong Liverpool supporter,
yeah.
and I asked him about Salah, and he said, "I am not surprised if Arne Slot decide to bench him a few days
Really?
ago."
That's I
And then
was going to ask you, did you think he would be benched then, or you
my
know?
father said like that, and he was benched. Like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Okay, we need to get your dad on the next week's podcast if that's okay. Yeah, because people were saying, like Liverpool fans have been saying, like we need to bench Salah, we need to try, da da da, but no one thought that Arne Slot would have the balls to do it. Um,
Like,
and he, yeah, he did it. He picked the right game to do it in, and obviously it paid off. So I'm just hope. Do you think Salah will come back into the team for
I
Wednesday,
mean,
or
definitely he will come back, but he need to start performing because Arne Slot just sent a message that if you don't perform, he will
yeah?
have no problem with you. Yeah,
Yeah, and Slot kind of covered it by saying the reason why Salah's benched is because we play 4 games in 10 games. He needs. So he wasn't saying like he's been rubbish, but we also know that partly the reason why he was sub is because he hasn't been playing well. So
I
it was
mean,
good.
we know Salah always fit. Fitness is always never been
Yeah,
an issue for him. So yeah,
exactly, exactly. And
true
if
reason for that.
if he'd have been playing well, he wouldn't have been sub. So yeah,
Yeah.
we know what Slot was doing, but fair play. Um, Midfield, Marlon and Rogers both just got a clean sheet, no attacking returns. But Elliot Anderson magically, in a 2-0 home defeat, got 2 bonus points. So
That's kind of
that's,
shocking too.
yeah, that's pretty insane. So that just shows how busy he is. He tackles, he crosses, he's a really good player. Like just FPL aside, he's a very good footballer, but he's also looking like a really good FPL asset now because he's cheap and he's a really good option for like your last attacking spot, if you know what I mean. You can just play him every week and he'll
Your
get 4 points at
your
least.
seventh or eighth spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I brought him in think 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I don't think he's blanked for me in one. Like even Liverpool away, he got an assist. He scored the penalties at home. He got DEFCON and bonus yesterday, and he's now got some good fixtures coming up. I think we might talk about it later, but I'm pretty sure he's on quite a few people's radars as well. Actually, like Ismail Assar replacement. I think some people are looking at Anderson, so yeah, he's been
Mm.
good for me.
And
Front
then your
three, yeah, Thiago 13 pointer. He's been absolute fire since I got him in. Mateta scored against Man United, which I expected him to do. He actually probably could have scored more again, but 6 points is fine. And Haaland cap for 4 points. So my total score wasn't actually that bad considering no free hit. 45 was what did I get? 42 wasn't a bad score, but obviously because of the -8, um, it brought me down. But actually, after 5 green arrows in a row, I expected to get a red arrow this week, and actually to have only dropped less than 100k, it really isn't that big of a deal for me.
mm,
So to have had 5 green arrows, one small red arrow now, and it could have been much worse this week.
yeah,
I've now got I'm in a good position for these midweek games. I've got no flags. I've got no reason to take any hits, and I think a lot of the guys that were on free hit coming back to their normal teams have got problems now for this week. I
mm,
think a lot of them have sent Senesi, a lot of them have Saar. Also, I see rotation coming with Arsenal. I would not be surprised if Timber is benched. I would not be surprised if Rice is benched. I think Saka will play, but yeah, I have a good feeling that after this small red arrow yesterday, that I might pick up another green during the week. So yeah, not too bad.
right. Second free hit incoming. Yeah, painful. Um,
Mm.
I think was the word with this. I got a bone to pick with you two. When we looked at my
Yeah.
draft last week, I had double Liverpool midfield of Soboslai and Gakpo, and you
It was
two
all
both
Mohammed.
said
It was
to
all
me,
he told you to sell Gakpo. I said don't sell Gakpo.
there was, but both of you were saying if there's a way of getting to Salah, and I basically um, chopped down the bench significantly and put in Salah. Um,
Can I just say, by the way, you did end up getting in cash for a 6 pointer, so it wasn't the end of the world.
yeah,
Because of
true.
the
True. And if Cash was my first sub, had I not gone Salah and gone Gakpo, I think the squad it had a stronger bench because I just had the money left over in the
Yeah,
bank, and I would have had, I think, Jared Bowen first sub, and then I think I had Timber would have been my first defensive sub, and then Cash was actually last on my bench. So I would have got no substitutions, and I would have got
yeah,
Gakpo's 14 points instead of Cash's six.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd have been 8 points better off.
yeah. That's fair enough. I mean, obviously, when we were
Yeah.
looking at your draft, we both gave our honest opinion, which was if you can find a way to switch it. And honestly, like that's what I would have done if I was on free hit. And
Mm.
it's then your decision. And if you liked what you saw and you went with it, then we can only apologize for influencing you. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I do have to apologize for you.
So
But
reading it
I will
out,
just say you got a decent score. Did you get? Well, we'll find out in a bit. But it's not a bad. It's slightly annoying you didn't have
I
Gakpo, but
got
that's still a
I
good.
I got a green arrow. We'll go through the exact points and ins and outs. And
Yeah,
I was weighing up if I don't free hit, I'll triple captain. So in that respect, I made the right choice.
yeah, yeah,
I did total up what my main team would have got
yeah.
if I rolled
What
the
was it?
transfer, and also what my main team would have got had I made the transfer I was thinking of making,
What was the
um,
gain?
which was João Pedro to Thiago.
Okay, and you would have
So,
done that, you think?
it worked out. My main team would have got 31 points
Okay,
if I rolled, and had I got Thiago instead of João Pedro, then it would have been
44.
40, 42, 43.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
43 points.
yeah.
But I would have played the triple captain. Um,
Okay,
so then an extra two for that, um, which would have been, yeah, around roughly 45 points it would have got me. Um, had I stuck my team, made the transfer I was thinking of making, and triple captained, I would have finished with about 45 points
no,
or
from that
just,
perspective, that's a good result because you still have your triple captain chip.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't have my free hit.
Yeah, but that was still and I think Mohammed and I did actually say we've both thought you should free hit. Not that that would have been the
Mm,
deciding factor for you, but we at least gave some good advice.
mm. So reading out Martinez 7 points. He, apart from the very early draft, he was in virtually the whole
Yeah,
week. Munoz, I just wanted to cover the Palace defense, so he was in most of the week. O'Reilly was in all week. Vandenberg and Cash were ones which I was umming and ahhing about. Um, I ended up putting Cash on the bench simply because I was a bit nervy about playing double Villa defence with Martinez and goal. Um, and I did consider not, and one of the actual points in the week, I tried taking out Vandenberg and the second Liverpool midfielder and actually put in Dango, so I would have had triple Brentford attack in Dango, Sharda, and Thiago. Um,
That would have been nice.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
that
would
would have
be
been
nice.
nice. So cash came on for Salah, so I ended up having a back four of Munoz 1 point, O'Reilly four with his assist, Vandenberg two, and his average DEFCON this season was nine. Um, yeah, he got I think 5 or 6 out of
8.
10, and Collins I think got
But
over 20.
I never
So
got 8.
You got 8, did he? Okay.
I never
so
got 8 this far.
that was frustrating. Szoboszlai ended up playing right wing, got the clean sheet from him. Rogers same, blanked but clean sheet. Sharda blanked, but he was substituted before Brentford conceded, so he got a clean sheet point for a midfielder. And my fourth midfielder was Doku, 2 points, which was a bitter pill to swallow because I chose Doku over Foden simply because I owned Foden for 3 or 4 weeks earlier in the season and he blanked every single time.
Mm,
And that's why I went Doku this week because I thought, well, there are patches where I try to catch a Foden purple patch or when he's having consecutive 90 minutes.
yeah.
Um, I'll do that. Whereas Doku is too, in the past, has been too hit and miss with minutes. And he's not the sort of player which I would actually transfer into my squad for that minutes reason. So I thought, free hit, I'll go for that.
Yeah.
And typically,
That was a 50-50 kind of call, wasn't it? And it's a bit of a harsh swing when one of them
Mm. it
scores
was it was
twice. Yeah.
it was based on bringing Foden in as a differential on on my wild card
Yeah. And it
before
didn't work. Yeah.
before transferring him out for
Yeah.
Saka. So yeah, that was annoying. Haaland captaincy, fair enough, and Thiago, the only one apart from the Villa clean sheets, the only one of my outfield play. Oh, and to be fair, O'Reilly's assist. Um, Thiago was the only one to get any goals or marginally attacking returns, and then I had Dubravka on the bench, 1 point. Salah subbed off. Um, Mukiele's uh, Mukiele 0 points and Krupa Junior's 1 point, which gave me
At 48.
48 points, which was 11 points above my safety score. Just broke over the 700 mark, moving up from 2.6 mil to just under 2.1, and I'm 2 points behind the 2 million mark. So,
That's and you've got triple captain to play. Have you got bench boost?
yeah, and
So
the
you're in, oh, mate.
plans at the
Yeah.
moment are probably bench boost game week 16 and triple captain 17
So
is
you're in a good position. So you're in a much better position now. So if you're sitting at 2 million now with those two chips still to play,
mm,
you could hope to be by when's halfway through the season, game week 19, isn't it? So when
yeah.
we hit the end of game week 19, if you can be top 500k, you reckon? Yeah,
We
easily.
shall
Yeah, that's the
we shall say it is doable compared to last season. I did
yeah, yeah.
actually final thoughts. I'm looking at the time. We're
Okay.
on 38 minutes at normal speed.
Yeah.
Is I compared this to where I was at game week 13 last season. I'm 42 points worse off, and my rank then was 2.01 million.
Okay.
So my rank is virtually the same as it was a
Okay.
year ago. So
Nice.
bit of a graft coming on.
Just a quick
Uh,
question before I forget it in my head. Who is gonna take penalties for Liverpool when Salah is at AFCON? Would it be Szoboszlai or would it be McAllister, do you think? Or maybe Isak?
I would say
That
Isak, to be honest.
You think he might
yeah,
just take them, yeah?
I do, yeah.
I
I'd say
think
him, then McAllister. Um, I
I
have
think
got
it
on
will
board.
be
We
between.
haven't. Sorry, we haven't got time to
Okay,
discuss much
go
on squad rotation, suspensions, injuries, taking hits, and that. We'll cover that in our next episode of this, which will be our team selections. So thanks, guys, for sharing your teams. And all that's left to say is keep your FPL affairs under wraps until Tuesday's deadline. Goodbye,
on.
everybody. Thanks, you too.
Cheers, man.
Wonderful.